everyone.
Hi.
This is a different kind of review for today. Usually it's just me in front of my webcam, but got my buddy Tom here.
Hi. How's it going, everybody?
Check us both out as we talk about movies on combo number 2. Link in the description. But today we're going to talk about the first season of Fox's Pitch.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those moments in sports where you'll remember where you were when you saw it. We've been waiting for you.
Young woman is joining our ball club today, boys. We're gonna treat her like any other player. No special treatment.
Are you ready for it? You can't catch me, no, you can't compete.
Bitch and moan all you want, gentlemen, but tonight, a girl's gonna be the lead sports story in the world.
First of all, great idea for a series. Simple.
Yeah.
Simple idea, really. And with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, it's the perfect feminist show. Feminism show.
Well, yeah, and it doesn't overblow that. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't-
I like how the main character, who's wonderfully portrayed by, I believe her name is Kylie Bunbury.
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's very good on the show.
Oh my god, yeah.
They don't shy away from the fact that if you were to include a woman in baseball, it would be a huge deal.
Oh yeah.
So likewise, so she's just in this mood of, I just want to play baseball.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be a big deal?
Because she knows. First of all, the thing is, Ginny Baker. That's the main character. She knows the hardship she has to go through. Not only is she a woman, but she's a woman. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And her throughout the series, the first season, she is referenced to the first African American baseball player, Jackie Robinson.
Oh yeah.
And of course, that's the similarity show because they're both black. And so she understands that, but she also knows too, like, she's like, I get it, I'm the first woman in the major leagues, okay. But once I step on that mound, game 1, opening day, it's about the game, regardless.
Yeah.
And I love how she brings that up, and it's true. In sports, no matter who you are, yes, if you're the first person, I get it, you're a pioneer, and people are going to stand behind you because that means something to them, I get it. But, unfortunately, to the crowd that stands behind that person, the person themselves is just like, look, okay, that's cool, but I'm sorry, I don't care that this means something to you. This is actually a selfish thing I'm doing. I'm playing baseball. I'm playing a sport that's about, that I feel. I don't care how it makes you feel, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but it's mine, it's me, it's selfish.
Yeah, and the rest of the team wants to convey that because she gets put on the San Diego Padres. They actually managed to get the MLB to license the show. So she's playing for the Padres.
Which is, first of all, that makes sense. I like that. And first of all, it's a beautiful stadium. That stadium's beautiful, and it's a different, I think, location, because if you think about most sports movies, you never really hear the name Padres, really. It's more about the Giants or the Indians.
Very much an underdog team.
And I like how, and this is it, and it's a
and they know it, too.
And it's another California team getting that recognition, and it's the Padres in San Diego. Beautiful city, and it's a simple location, I feel, to do it in.
It was strange for me to root for the Padres because I'm a Dodgers fan.
Yeah, it's strange for me because I'm an Angel fan, so it was just different for both of us.
So I'm usually prone to hate the Padres, but now I'm sympathizing with them.
Right.
This show was co-created by Dan Fogelman, who has another show going on at the same time that I really like called This Is Us, which airs on NBC.
Yes.
Well, one thing I've first of all seen both of those shows is there's definitely a high production value. It looks really good. It's shot very well. There's a lot of attention to detail and how things look. And same thing with this show, especially since they're playing baseball.
It's like you're watching some baseball footage, actual baseball highlights and pitch, and either
Did a great
highlights,
job with that.
either highlights or the live game. And because you actually see at the bottom bar other teams going, what's going on with the other teams.
With some great Fox Sports 1 product placement.
Oh, and she got it.
Exactly. And the commentary still feels like an actual ball game. And that's what I love for pitch.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It's like, I get it. It's like promotion. They're promoting their sports network, which I kind of feel like they should have promoted this show more so they could have that return. But it works because it feels real and it's not distracting.
Of course, yeah. That's why it immerses you more into the show.
Yeah.
Because when it gets to like, okay, the off the field, they're going through stuff, the team drama and everything, but then also too on the field, you're actually watching a game, and sometimes I'm like, I want some snack food. I'm watching a baseball game for those quick short seconds.
Yeah.
Because the way they choreographed it, they set it up, and they acted it. I mean, also, do you know if they actually filmed on Petco out of curiosity?
I don't
feel
know.
like they did because it's that good.
I don't know. There are some shots, and usually I feel like if it's like a medium close-up of Ginny at the mound, or if the catcher, played by Mark Paul Gosselaar, who used to be on Saved by the Bell, if that means
Franklin
anything.
and Bash for TNT, which was good for the first few seasons. But yeah, first of all, okay, since we brought him up, he is phenomenal.
He's so
and it's great because if you think about it, Saved by the Bell was before our time, Travis.
Yeah.
But we watched Saved by the Bell.
You watched Saved by the Bell. I never watched Saved by the Bell.
Okay, I watched it like all crazy when it was on TBS reruns, and to see him from that little snot kid, little shit, to this as a mentor, an older player, it's like whoa, the growth.
Oh yeah.
And he really embodies that older character. Great. I mean, the beard helps. That beard is amazing.
He's got like the baseball beard.
but the way he embodies it is perfect, and it's almost some similarities. Like he's the catcher, and he's not only gonna most likely be in the Hall of Fame, but he's a hometown hero for San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like wow, it's like a quick glimpse into the future for Mike Trout. Like that similarity. Because Mike Trout is the big catcher right now, and in this show, Mike Lawson's the big catcher right now. He's the big dog as a catcher. Yeah. So that quick glimpse, you're like, whoa, the similarities. It's great.
Yeah.
And the more in depth they go about how important the catcher is and how dangerous it is. Not only with players and balls coming at you, but on your knees.
Oh yeah, he's like the old man of the group, even though he's 36, which if you're an athlete, that's pretty old. And especially if you're the catcher, because that has a lot of effect on his knees, and there's always
and he's not a skinny guy. He's an in shape guy.
Oh, he's a big guy.
He's a big dude. He's a mountain of a man.
And so he knows that retirement is coming. He just doesn't want it to come just yet
because he hasn't gotten a ring. He hasn't gotten a world championship ring. And that's what's great about the show because yes, the focus is on Jenny, not only being the first woman, but also the rookie for the year. This is her rookie year. But it also strays away to show her, like in the first episode, it's like, okay, we did already beat the whole, she's the first woman to death. She's even said in the first episode, I'm a ball player. So we move from that, and then we give other people their little stories intertwined together of like, hey, life still goes on, regardless of history or an historical figure coming into play.
Yeah, the first episode is like the formula of just like an average sports movie, and I was thinking of that, like, all right, it's probably going to be, I was watching and I'm like, all right, of course they have to do this for the pilot episode. They have to set this up. They also don't overpower her, which I really like. I like that they didn't go overboard and be like, oh, not only is she the first woman pitcher, she's one of the best pitchers in the league. No, she's just an average MLB pitcher.
And she has just one trick pitch.
Yes, which is like the screwball.
Yeah, it's the screwball. And what's interesting, they bring it up because it's true. 78 miles per hour as your fastball ain't going to do you anything.
No.
When some dudes can do 90 easily.
Yeah.
So that was interesting that they brought it up. I think it was between episode 2 and 4. They brought that up about her, especially with the rival pitcher of the team because he was injured.
Oh, yeah.
And at first, even though he was being an asshole to her, he was saying things that are true in baseball. She might have a trick pitch. She might be able to run really fast. But she really is competing with athletic men who can go stronger, who are stronger and faster than her just because of the muscle back.
Yes.
And even though he was being an asshole about it, it was true. Her 78 mile per hour fastball ain't gonna do her jack.
Yes.
Her trick ball will get people, sure. You can always do a trick ball, but how long until people realize it? Because it's like a poker face. You have a tell after a while.
So it's like, is she in there because of her talent, or did they just like find the first woman? Was this like an initial?
And then, like just like a
what do they call that? When it comes to hiring
hot
people?
topic.
No, hiring people. Affirmative action.
Yeah.
So this is an affirmative action thing to get publicity.
Well, and they sold out their first game. The first two, actually, they sold out back to back. Even though in the first one, which was interesting, Travis brought up, it was good that they showed her she didn't do good because she's a rookie still.
Oh, yeah.
She was horrible her first game.
She kept on throwing balls.
Yeah, it was horrible, but she's still the second game sold out because this is still history. Regardless if she didn't do good her first game, even her second one was a little average, if anything, because it's still history in the making.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. So I like how they kept going with that, but she kept bringing it back down, going like, I just want to play ball. This is my life.
Mm-hmm.
And what was another interesting thing, because throughout the show we get flashbacks. And
Yes.
first of all, I love this actor, Mike Beach, right?
Michael Beach.
Michael Beach.
Yeah.
As her father was so good. There's a twist at the end of the first episode. We're not giving it away because that little twist was said so much for what her character is going through that we're not going to spoil that. But oh my God, as her father, Bill Baker, he was just. It was basically those unfortunate circumstances where the parent controls the kid's life.
Yeah.
Where as everyone's seen it, like especially high school, I've seen it. You've seen it in not even high school, but in choir and in dance.
He wanted to be a Major League Baseball player, but he couldn't.
And then his son didn't want to play baseball.
His son wasn't into it, so he made his daughter do it.
And his daughter had a little impress him the first time, and then it just hooked. And it's just unfortunately that a parent living vicariously through their child. And then it showed more how he pushed her and how she didn't even go to one of her dances because it's like, you want to practice or you want to be a girl. Basically, that's what it came down to. He's like, look, I get it. He even said like, I'll take you as far as you want, but you gotta come at me too. You gotta be with me at the same time. So it was an unfortunate thing, but she did choose it still. She could have said no, she could have fought her dad on it, but she didn't. It might have been an unfortunate submissive thing as a child, but she still chose this life.
Yeah.
That's what was interesting. All the themes of this show it's simple things, really. We've seen these so many times, but these are executed perfectly and they resonate with everyone, really, regardless of your age. Because if you're out of high school, you recognize all of this.
What the hell was that today?
I don't know.
What is your problem, girl?
You are! Dad! I'm a robot in cleats and I'm malfunctioning!
I can't.
You done? Where's your glove? Again.
So you were saying you like Michael Beach. I was curious of like what you've seen him in. I've seen him in the TV show The 100. He was in the 3rd season. He basically played like a low-key fascist leader.
That's the thing. I recognize his face.
Oh, wait, he was in Sons of Anarchy, wasn't he?
That was it. Oh, he's the leader of that other biker gang.
The Grim Bastards.
The Grim Bastards. That's what I remember. And that's right. Michael Beach was in the groundbreaking hit series Sons of Anarchy, and he played the leader, the president of the Grim Bastards, an ally to the Sons of Anarchy, and he was there's just so simple character, such a side character, but such depth, complexity, layers, everything about this guy. It was a person.
Yeah, he's very good at just being
And
like
this character,
hard-ass guy.
he could have simply done it as the asshole, hard-nosed, stubborn dad. Easily done that. But there was more to him. He wasn't a bastard. He was actually a good father. I know. But he was a good father, really. And you saw that as a flashbacks. Like one time, one of her first early friends in high school, a pitcher, the guy's dad is an alcoholic, and the dad and Mr. Baker knew it, but because it wasn't his kid, he knew it wasn't his place.
Yeah.
He just did what he could around it, and then he tried to help, and then that tragedy with it. Like I said, we're not going to give it away, but that one, wow, that was such. When I put the pieces together, I was just like, I don't want to see the ending, but I realized it. I'm like, wow. There's some really shocking moments at the end of every episode, and the way they ended the season was perfect. And you see it coming too. Yeah. You see it coming as they keep bringing up. Oh, we gotta shut her down. We gotta shut her down right now. We need to save her for the season. And she kept pushing like a stubborn rookie. She should listen to everyone, but she was a rookie still, regardless of how good she is, because she got better through this season. Now, the way they ended it was simple. A very simple show with such an impact.
You're bringing up like Sons of Anarchy. There's like 2 other Sons of Anarchy connections. One of the executive producers of the show is Paris Barclay. So he's like the in-house director. Sometimes TV shows have this where you get like a director. He's usually the one that directs the pilot, but if it's like an in-house director, he'll direct other episodes of the series as well. And he's basically like kind of the director that shows the other directors the other directors have to mimic. He was also executive producer, in-house director for Sons of Anarchy.
Wow. So that's probably maybe the way.
He always directed the season premieres of Sons of Anarchy.
Did he direct the series premiere for this?
He directed the series premiere, the
For
season
Pitch?
finale, and I think 2 more episodes as well.
For Pitch?
For Pitch.
That's wow. Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that. That's
Yeah.
such a cool little connection.
Yeah, and the other connection is just more of something more of a comparison, I guess you could say. I would compare this definitely to the first season of Sons of
Yeah,
Anarchy.
you tell me about that. Explain more, please.
Okay, so one thing I recall in the first season of Sons of Anarchy, as I kind of explained in my review on my channel, the first season is kind of slow, but slow because it's just showing you the life. The showing you the life of
This fictional world we're set in.
Yeah, the life of being in Sons of Anarchy. It's season 2 onward that the actual plot and story really takes off.
Okay.
I felt that this season, that each episode almost kind of works as a story of the week of, here's the thing, this episode deals with this that you have to deal with baseball. This episode deals with this that you have to deal with in baseball. This is the episode about trading. This is the episode about pitch count and throwing out your arm, possibly. This episode's about this. I felt that with this season. I wonder if in season 2, now that we got all that out of the way,
And the way it's ended for the setup.
yeah, if there's a season 2 too.
I hope so,
We
yeah.
still don't know. Come, please, Fox.
We'll get to that too. We need first of all a full season, not just a 10-episode season,
No.
but we need a second season.
I want like 22 episodes for season 2.
Exactly. But what do you think the second season? What do you think the real plot of Pitch is when it picks up on season 2? We're hoping, fingers crossed.
I feel like this could work as a drama, as an ensemble drama about working in a professional baseball team. However, the hook to get you in is the Ginny Baker character.
She's first woman.
But I feel like in order for the series to ultimately, for that character ultimately reach their goal, she and it's showing signs of that she has to be just treated as a normal member of the team. And maybe season 2, especially after what happened in the end, if she's a member, let's say she's a member of the Padres again. The fame's not as there anymore because she's accepted, or even better, another woman gets accepted to like another team, and then I don't know, like
it becomes normal because number 2 and 3 are there.
Yeah, or even worse, it's like a rivalry that the media cooks up, and Ginny doesn't really care for at all.
The plot then could be more not about her, but just about overall what it's like to be an employee in a sense. Mm-hmm. Because on a baseball team, because yes, they're players. They're not employees. These are athletic players. But as we've seen behind the scenes with the managers and the analysts and the guys and the trainers and the scouts, they treat them like co-workers, employees. Mm-hmm. They can be easily given a pink slip because it is all about the money, and we see that unfortunate side and what happens in the actual Major League Baseball. It's a money game now. It's not about it's not about what's on the field. It's about the dollars, the digits, the numbers, the ones and zeros.
Yeah.
So it could show that in a sense, regardless of what occupation you're in, whether it be in the arts, the entertainment, athletics, or the regular 9-to-5, blue collar or white collar, if you're not a top dog, you're a throwaway.
Yeah.
You're a pawn. And I noticed that here and there, especially with during the trading episode with the character Blip. We thought he might get traded. One guy, Pete, he was he was older than Mike, he got traded like 4 times in one episode, and almost basically 1 week. But it's like that. Unless you're a top dog, or you're bringing in the money.
Yeah, or you got a no trade clause.
Like Mike, you're a pawn. And so that could be an interesting thing, because that could shed light and say, like, yeah, that's more of the real world. Yeah. And I like that, and I like how this series is doing that so far. And if that's what's the main plot for the second season. Mm-hmm. I hope they run with that perfectly. I hope, and that'd be a great thing. Bring more women baseball players on rival teams. Maybe her, since she's gonna be more of a sideline character in a sense now that we were explaining, but she's more of a sideline character now in the season 2, depending on where they go with it.
We're theorizing.
She has to do a rival pitcher now. And if it's a guy, he can throw that 90-mile-per-hour fastball.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see. So I like that. I was trying to figure it out after watching the season finale of what is the main plot. Because when Travis said that it's like Sons of Anarchy, that similarity, I'm like, okay, but then what is it though? Like I'm trying to. It can't be about her because even though it really wasn't all that much an ensemble drama, it needs to be more of that with the other players. We need to see more of the other players because that is a family. Whether you like it or not, that's a workplace family. Whether they like it or not, they have to change together, play together, eat together, and take crap together.
Yeah.
They sweat, bleed, cry, everything together. They train together. So that's what it needs to be, an ensemble drama and a workplace drama, but a different setting of the workplace. That's brilliant. I hope it's that, Trev. I hope it's that theory.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some other characters. Okay. One character, I hated. I still hate her. Regardless of what happens, I hate her agent.
Oh, for the Ali Lauder.
Hate her agent. She wasn't like, it wasn't because of bad acting, it was because the character just didn't, once again, care about the game. She's like, oh, I've never even seen a baseball game.
Yeah.
I just know I can make you rich. And it's just because...
Yeah, she's never represented an athlete ever.
I'm going to spoil this, because it's not a baseball. Okay. It's just because she can't have a kid. That's why why she goes to Jenny. It's because she finds out,
I forgot about that.
I'm barren. My husband leaves me. Screw this, I'm going to go make millions. That pissed me off, because the thing is, Sandlot is my favorite sports movie of all time. That involves baseball. What James Earl Jones says about the game, regardless of what people say about nowadays being in football or basketball, baseball is still always America's pastime, and it's about the game. Baseball's life. I only play t-ball, so I can't say much, but I understand. This is America's sport, really. Even though it's across the country, and in Japan it's a big thing too. Baseball's life. This is America's pastime. The real players, not like the really good ones, because some of the good ones just care about the money, but the real baseball players, they're just there to play a game they've been playing with their dad since they were 4.
Yeah.
And that's why I hate her character. Hate her as an agent. Hate her.
I'm kind of worrying. I'm guessing season 2 will see some more development with her.
Oh, because we're not done with her.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah. Who else?
The coaches.
Who plays the manager? I'm looking.
Al and Buck.
Yeah.
Al.
Especially Al.
I forgot his name, but he was on that TBS show with the bar. I completely forgot it, and I watched like the first season of it, and it made me laugh. But that's who that actor was. Al was. I liked him as a manager because he was playing a stereotype, really, the way most managers in baseball are played.
He's just this crotchety old guy. Yeah,
but he was funny. He had more depth. There's more story behind him. And then his second in command, Buck, he also too had more depth because he himself, even though he stood behind Al for all those decades, he still wanted his time to shine. He got it one episode, and he was selfish about it. And you see a lot that all these people are selfish, really.
Yeah.
The agent, Mike Lawson. Blip is selfish. Holy crap, he becomes super selfish at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
You kind of see that growing, this rift between him and his wife.
And then him and Mike. And that's why it's really, you see that all these people are selfish. In some degree. Al's selfish. Buck's selfish. One of the scouts, Oscar, he's selfish.
Yeah.
The owner is selfish.
Oh, God.
Everyone's selfish. And it shows that, I guess in a sense that even the best people, the good people, the one you rely on, your mentors, they're selfish. They can be selfish assholes, but still good people.
I just looked up the guy's name. Dan Lauria.
Yeah.
And it was the show he was on. It was called Sullivan and Son?
Sullivan and Son. That was a fun show. And he's the same guy. And it fits. All these characters are stereotypical characters, but people bring layers of depth where it could easily be just that I'm the grumpy old coach who has like a prostate the size of a watermelon. I'm Mike Lawson. I'm the captain. My dick's everywhere kind of thing. I'm Blip. I'm the one baseball player who actually family matters.
See, of course, you remember Sullivan and Son. I remember I was watching the first episode of Pitch, and the coach comes on, or the manager, the general manager. I'm like, I've seen that guy before, and I didn't watch Sullivan and Son. I watched The Wonder Years.
That was
and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the same guy from The Wonder Years. He's hardly aged.
Oh no, he's one of those actors when 15, they just turned into that.
The Wonder Years came out like almost 30 years ago.
Was that early 80s or late 70s?
It came out in 88.
Wow, it was late 80s.
And he's like...
Still the same dude.
I'm going to look up... What's his age? He's 69.
Yeah. Wow.
He's 69 and he looks exactly the same as he... Like a little more gray, but he looks exactly the same as he did playing Fred Savage's dad in The Wonder Years.
You know who was an interesting thing who had like a little... Who became more slight regular towards the end? Josh Peck.
Oh yeah, Josh Peck is in
Josh
this.
Peck just comes in.
He's just some numbers guy.
He's basically the Jonah Hill of the show from
What the hell's
Moneyball.
he doing here?
He's Jonah Hill from Moneyball, but skinny. But that's cool because I'm like, hey, they got him in on this. He's gonna be the analyst. He's gonna play the whole.
Season 2 he gets made regular. Like,
why not?
He's getting more.
You can tell.
Good for you,
He
Josh.
brings conflict because he just brings facts. Numbers are facts, and that's all his character brings, and that's what leads to conflict.
Yeah.
Not only with people who support him, but all the players.
Yeah.
And speaking of the players, there's one episode of Kangaroo Court. There could have been more of that. That's one critique of the series.
Well, yeah, that's sort of going back to that was the trading episode, right?
No, that was the trading. Yeah. No, that was
No, that was the rainy day episode.
rain out. They got
which
rained
was like
out.
a bottle episode. That was
that was a bottle episode for sure. For sure.
That was like another instance I was talking about, like, oh, you're just showing us the world before the plot takes up.
And what happens when you get rained out?
Yeah, I want to talk about the one character you didn't like Amelia, the agent.
Yeah.
I didn't like Eliot.
Eliot, who's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Who is it?
He's the Asian dude that was the social media guy.
He was.
What the hell is he? He has no purpose on this
His comedy
show.
was forced. He had some slight good moments, but the comedic timing they gave him and the comedic
He's
elements.
supposed to be the comedic relief dude.
It worked in the first season, I'd say. The first episode. First episode. I think it worked. I would say so.
I don't know.
But then it just was like, why?
He seemed like a character that they created, but then as they were writing the show, they didn't know what to do with.
Or what was his real reason?
Like, I honestly, in season 2, I wouldn't be surprised if, as they say, send him off to Mandyville, aka just not have him. Don't even reference why he's not there. Just don't have him pretend he never existed, just like they did with Mandy on The West Wing.
Because the way the season ended, he's going to take the mantle of her agent, of Jenny's agent. Just the way the season.
Okay.
That's what's
that'd be smart.
But he finally means something.
That'd be a smart way to make me give a shit.
Yeah, because he was not fake. Like he was. Remember that one part where Amelia shows like, I'm leaving her agency company. He's like, and I'm gonna follow you. And I was like, who the fuck are you still?
Yeah, who the fuck?
You have no way.
Yeah, who the fuck is this guy?
And those.
Remember
in between the episode, the trailers during the commercials, he's doing his like little selfie Vine stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was so painful.
That's so stupid.
And here's the thing: it's nothing against the actor. It's the writers and what they put him.
They don't know what to do with him. I feel like Dan Fogelman just hired him on the show as a favor, because before Dan Fogelman did this comedy show on ABC that only lasted 2 years called The Neighbors.
Yeah.
You ever watch that show?
I heard it, yeah.
The one about aliens running the gated community.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend Denise really liked that show. I didn't care for it that much. I thought it was kind of stupid.
They're wasting his talent. That's what it comes down to. They're wasting that actor's talent.
So I think he just got hired on as a favor because Dan Fogelman also did that show too. And I think that's just like...
Yeah. That's the critique. Yeah, there are some negatives about the show, obviously. There's always a critique, but when you watch it, this character is just like, who are you and why? Everyone else is so much better. Like, first of all, Blip's wife became an actual...
Oh, she's awesome.
At first you're like, oh, this is like, okay.
She's like she just starts off as the best friend.
She becomes something.
The best gal friend.
She becomes a really important supporting character because
they're building her up for something.
They're showing the one player who has a family and a very dedicated wife, a funny wife who's like, I love my husband, he's famous, but there are some actual MLB players that are obviously hotter than you, honey. I'm sorry. And that's a real wife. That's a real wife, and she's very grounded and real I believe her. Mm-hmm. Everything she does, I believe the conflicts that happen towards the end with her and Blip. I believe all the funny little stuff she says to him, how she plays his buttons, she knows what to do and everything. And then one time they fight because of hey, I want to go to the All-Star game, but your kid's in Disneyland. You got to still be a father. But this is my dream. you have a family.
Yeah.
I've supported you. Yes, I'm a housewife. I might not.
She wants her turn.
But not in a selfish way, but more of like a come on. You gotta give and take. I'm your wife.
It's that kind of
It's been 9 years of you. We're obviously a well-established family. We're set for life.
Yeah. It's the story of like the wife wants to go back to work.
Yeah.
And the husband's like, what? But that changes everything.
But the way he goes about it, it's not that chauvinistic. You keep her in the kitchen. It's just like but we have talked about having another kid, though. We have talked about it, though, and I got set on that. And I'm not saying I should be the only breadwinner, but I am. I make your life. He's like, I just make your life easy. Think about it. You don't have to work. I mean, I know you want to, but you don't have to because of me. And it's not mean or chauvinistic. It's just that simple. Like, but I make millions of dollars, and we've talked about having a daughter. It's that simple. It's not mean, and I like that about their dynamic as a couple. I like how they show the players' families, like when they get on and off the bus.
Oh yeah,
it's so great. In the second season they need to give more light to the rest of the team.
Was something that no one has ever done before, and she needs help.
She walked off.
Yeah, but she's still here. She's a fighter. She's a fighter.
Tonight, the eyes of a nation turn to San Diego once again. I'm petrified.
Screw all the attention. You're a ball player. You do this for you do this for your team, or you don't do it at all.
There's so many possibilities, and I'm glad there needs to be a good sports drama like this on the air. The last time we had that was Friday Night Lights, which you still haven't watched.
But you told me about it and I heard about it. But I'm trying to think of other sports dramas, and
there really isn't. There really, sports has a lot of drama in it, and there's not too many great TV shows.
Only the movies do it.
Only movies.
And here's the thing: Friday Night Lights was a baseball one, right?
No, football.
Sorry, football. And it was high octane, right?
Yeah.
It's a football game. It shows what people say all the time. Oh, if I go to a baseball game, that's great, but I can't watch it because it's boring. No, it's so intense to watch on TV.
Baseball is always intense.
And it's really
so much pressure.
Baseball it's a chess game. And chess games are about patience and the pressure, and you got to make the right moves. It's calculation. It's not go. It's played out.
Anything's possible,
and it's still entertaining.
You can blow a 3-1 lead,
and this show makes watching a game entertaining. Not because we know these characters more on an intimate level, and we're getting to know about them as a person and everything. It's between the pictures. Like we even know it's like. Oh, they're gonna pull her out of the game. They're gonna do this. Oh, there's gonna be a fight. Oh, they're in the dugout. It's so great.
Yeah, they're. We need a show like this back on the air,
and it does so much. Not only is it tackling the whole feminist movement. It's like, hey, the lead's a female, but it's also doing other things.
It's also just exploring what it's like in baseball and the culture of Major League Baseball and all of that.
And hopefully
you can do so much more with that if you just give them more story to tell.
More time. Give them the time. Give them the chance.
Please, Fox.
Please give season 2 the green light, and then. I say a solid 5 seasons I can see of this.
The only reason we're worried about them not renewing it is because A, they haven't done it yet as of us recording this.
B, it was just 10 episodes.
In 10 episodes, for broadcast network.
For Fox. That's supposed to be what AMC and FX do for season 1. Not Fox.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a budgetary thing or they just or this like we're gonna try this out. And I know the ratings weren't like sky high, weren't like some monumental.
Ratings can kill a show. We have seen that time and time.
But we're living in 2016, so not necessarily.
2017.
I read like a blog. I read like a blog that talks about like TV ratings every week, and they've been pointing out that like Pitch's ratings is kind of on par with a bunch of other Fox shows right now. So it's like a toss-up as far as we're concerned, whether or not they'll bring it back. It's not like. Oh, it's gotten so below the average, they're not going to bring it back. It's kind of hovering at the average.
Everyone watching this, go watch Pitch. Just help the ratings go up somehow.
Yeah, no, definitely check out the show. As the theme song goes, have no fear. Mm-hmm. So, by the way, music.
Oh, the soundtrack for this show is great.
It's not what you'd expect for a sports show. You'd expect like rock music
it's
or
different
orchestra.
Types of sport show because it's not basketball like we've seen.
No.
Like, for example, Coach Carter, that music.
Oh, yeah.
It's not football as we've seen with everything, whether it's in the 50s to modern. It's baseball, a very patient game.
Yeah, and it's not...
Where it's a mixture.
But the thing that sticks out, it's violin. they hired a group that, I don't know if they did the main score, but they did the theme, and I think they did like the theme music, and it's a group called Black Violin. Okay. And it's like a duo of hip-hop string instrumentalists. Like one plays the cello, one plays the violin. And if you're paying attention to the score, there's a lot of violin in there. Dramatic, intense violin. I kind of wonder if that's there as like a touch of femininity. I don't know. I don't know if that's to give a feminine sound to a sports show.
But here's the thing, though, because regardless of how good she is, the lead is still a female. So it's not downing her in any way. But regardless of what height of power or what success, you're still a woman. You're still a lady.
Yeah, I'm not saying it adds femininity is a bad thing. Like I find it kind of fresh and bold. It's like, okay, this is not. This works, but this is not what you usually would think of for a sports movie score or a sports TV show score.
I get what you mean, and I'm thinking more about it and going back listening to it. It was, and it played such a good background too. It wasn't that overpowering. It was like where you really didn't notice it, but it added so much because you just were watching the dialogue, listening, and then it just adds to it, which a real score and soundtrack should do. Sometimes you need to hear it, like you really need to hear it.
Yeah.
And you just need that elevator music. Overall, any final thoughts? Do you think? What would you, anything you would want to see? We've talked about what we want to see, but anything you personally want to see?
No, I think we've talked a lot about what I personally want to see. Just a second season, please.
Yeah, that's just it.
I don't.
A second full season.
Yeah, I want to be watching this from September to May next year. I don't want to watch this for because a baseball season is long.
Oh my! Each team is 180 games.
Yeah, 162, but it's a very long season.
It's not like a 16-game football. No, it's 100. Yeah,
you can do a lot in baseball. So
and a lot can happen.
A lot can happen.
Because it can go to 14 innings faster than you think.
You can start off with a bad losing streak, but end up winning your division by the end of the season. A lot can happen.
You can have that one game where it's almost 20 innings. You can have that because the 9 innings can go by in less than 2 hours, or you're there till almost midnight.
There's so much you can do, and I really hope there's a second season. I congratulate Dan Fogelman, Rick Singer, the creators, as well as their co-showrunner Kevin Falls,
and
director
the actors, because every single one of them, from the lead to cameo.
Yeah, this is a show that people gave a darn about.
Yeah,
which
that's what we need for not.
Yes, you can tell people gave a darn about this show.
Yes, you need it for movies, but for TV, because TV is, in a sense, longer. There's more episodes. There's more parts. You need people to really breathe and love the show.
Yeah.
The characters behind the scenes, because the audience has to put time aside. It's not like, I'm going to see this movie, and I just need to, one time out of maybe the month, put 2 hours aside for a movie. No, once a week, I need to put an hour aside once a week for us the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Patience.
Yeah, patience. So that's our review of Pitch. We definitely recommend it if it comes out on Blu-ray or DVD anytime soon.
And the reruns for sure to help those ratings and to let people
if there's reruns,
let the studio know this needs a second season. This is an important show.
Yeah, it's underrated, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
I don't think any of my friends watch the show.
I think it's just you and me out of people I know.
Yeah,
and who I talk to about it. They're like,
"I'm bringing up Pitch. What's Pitch?"
And I'm like, "You don't understand what."
Yeah, and of course I go to film school, so there's a bunch of freaking film snobs there as well. It's like, "Oh, it's just a sports show."
Yeah, but
I never cared for sports in high school. I was the art student.
Hey, so were we, but. Sandlot, Remember the Titans. The Miracle on Ice one with Kurt Russell.
Miracle,
Miracle. Even that one, The Greatest Game Ever Played with Shia LaBeouf, the golf one. All sports.
Oh yeah.
Sports dramas. Sports are when they turn into a movie or TV show, they can be so captivating.
Yeah, they work well for entertaining drama. It's strange that they haven't done more of that on
TV,
television.
Yeah. And hopefully this opens up the road for more of it, because this is...
I'd love to see more of it.
Yeah, and give it a chance, Fox.
Uh-huh.
All right, please. All right.
Have no fear, Fox.
Bro, Fox, thank you for having me on your show. This is really fun.
Yeah, this is great to have you. It's great to do it in a different way.
Right.
I can't wait to edit this.
Oh no, it's going to be fun. 1 defaulty camera and 2 working ones. The second defaulty camera.
I think that camera did that. Did that camera just go out?
Oh, that one did. Anyway, so thank you. Bye.
Bye.